What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Sword of Truth podcast, the alcohol-fueled, chapter-by-chapter reread of the Sword of Truth series with some nice scotch on the side. It's good. I'm Nate.
And I'm Jade, and on today's episode, we are looking back at some of our favorite moments that got us here to 200 episodes.
That's right, 200 episodes today. I am blown away. We started off as two kids with a dream, and now we're two slightly older kids still with a dream.
Yeah, no.
Look at us go.
Yeah, actually, it was a long time ago that we started this, because I was listening to some of the episodes from back then, and I was like, early 30s or something. I said, like, almost 30.
Yeah.
I'm like 32 now.
Yeah.
So, it's been a minute.
It's been a few years since this thing actually started. Yeah. And now it's a part of our, like, weekly... I mean, it was weekly then. It was actually twice a week for a while, but it's just like, it's our go-to thing. Yeah. Every time we have stuff to do during the week, we're always weighing it against the podcast. And we're like, well, we got to do the podcast. Other stuff is,
do it.
You know,
well, and
other stuff is optional.
We have actual people here that have been here with us for the last couple of years. It's, you know, we have friends that we've made that have been there for years now. It's weird. It's crazy and good.
The first people on our Facebook page, the first patrons we got, I still remember that, thinking, this must be a mistake.
Yeah.
Is this the Sword of Truth podcast? Yeah. Holy shit, yeah.
And without them, we would never have continued to do it this long, probably. Like, we do it for us, right? It's a fun hobby. We like to do this. Yeah. We enjoy talking about it. It's something we feel like we needed to do even without the listeners, but the listeners definitely make it easier to not be like, I don't want to.
Just speaking in a void, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's people waiting to listen.
Yeah.
Which still kind of blows us away. But we are so thankful that you guys do. So, what Jade said was right. We found some of the clips from early on in the podcast that while we listened to, we cracked up and we're like, we have to share these. Now, these were on our regular feed and we had done a bunch of gag reel stuff. And we do have a couple of gag reel bits too.
That have never made it to a gag reel.
That have never made it to a gag reel, right. But, so these are some of the ones that we listened back to the actual episode, and we rarely get time to do that. So when we heard these and they cracked us up, we're like, we have to do this just to show, I mean, you know, like you said, where we started from and where we're at now.
Plus, I was like, you know, The Simpsons, some other shows too, I'm sure do it, but once they reach a milestone of some sort, this is what they do to celebrate. They do a little clip show. So we're doing a little clip show.
Simpsons did it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're just doing it. And this is only really, we have so much stuff to go through. We only got through like the first 27 episodes, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah. That all of this content is first half of the first book. We didn't even have time to get into any of the newer stuff. So, I mean, maybe at 300 we'll do a little bit further. Well, if you guys have any specific things that stand out to you, don't hesitate to be like, hey, I remember when you guys did that one thing that was really funny, and let us know. We'll maybe archive some to try and make some other days.
Yeah, we can do this again. So while we listen to these clips with you guys, we are, like I said, not drinking beer today. We finally cracked our bottle of Project 20 from Glenfiddich Distillery in Scotland. And this is insane. It's the Glenfiddich No. 2 Experimental Series. It is a 20-year, right? No. I'm sorry. 20 Minds, One Unexpected Whiskey.
Yeah. The 20 best minds in whiskey, I believe.
This says, oh my gosh, my eyes are so old. Summer fruits and candy floss. I don't know what candy floss is.
That's like, it's fucking, God damn it. Candy, cotton candy.
Cotton candy?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Wait, there's cotton candy in here?
If that's what it says, yeah. That's what they call it over there, in the UK.
Oh, it clarifies on the back of the bottle here. It says 20 Minds, One Unexpected Whiskey, warm summer fruit aromas, sweet candy floss, and licorice notes. Experiment with a flake of sea salt on the side to heighten the taste.
Oh,
This
shit.
product is non-chill filtered, and in extreme cold temperatures or an addition of water may develop a slight haze.
Oh, shit. Okay, so our water probably made it hazier.
Yes, it did make it hazy. I'm
did.
looking. I
It
can
did.
see through the bottle. It's very, very clear. We each put just a little bit of water in it, and yeah, it is
'Cause
it is hazy.
It
Looks like an IPA.
This one, it did bite you a little bit, but the more I drink it, the more I'm like, hey.
Oh, it's smooth now. We're golden.
But now I'm like, do I need to go get sea salt? Do I have sea salt? I don't even know. Do I lick some salt? What's happening?
I think we do have some sea salt upstairs.
Maybe if we have a break,
But it's
I'll
so
go get
far
some.
away.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are going to get into our first clip here. And it's not like a 10-to-1 countdown or anything. These are all kind of randomized. And because we're using Spreaker to record this so I can insert all of these clips in here, I can't really see what they're all called, so it's going to be doubly random.
Yay!
So I'm going to start with this one. Okay. This is the inception of the Heart, Brain, and Balls t-shirt we spoke about for a while. I know we made stickers that had this on there.
Yeah, maybe we need
got
to
pictures of
graduate to a
people
hoodie
who
now.
stuck them to stuff
Yeah.
and then sent them in, and I thought it was awesome. But yeah, this is where that came from.
And, hey, let's not forget, there's testes in there too, guys.
Gotta get them balls.
It's all going in the boiling water because,
All in the
you know, the three main
Yeah.
things
Ball
that
soup.
you need in life are your mind, your heart, and your balls.
Your heart, brain, and your balls.
Never,
I
ever
love
forget
it.
that.
That's what I want putting on my tombstone. Really?
But
That would be a very nice epitaph.
I'm going to make you a hoodie that says
Heart,
Or a
brain,
hoodie.
and balls.
Yeah.
heart, brain, and
works.
balls. All day, baby.
I
You
love
were like
it.
gravestone. I was like hoodie.
Yup.
On the back, it's going to say all the things because that's all you need.
All the things. Heart, brain, and balls.
I love how I was like, yeah, let's put this on my gravestone, and immediately like, or a hoodie. Let's
Yeah.
not worry about you dying, and
Yeah.
let's just pump the brakes before we put something permanent on, bud.
Yeah, I like that you're thinking of it that way, and not that I'm too cheap to think about your gravestone right
No.
now. It's just way cheaper for me to be like, nah, hoodie. Let's just do that. That's the way cheaper.
All that's going to be taken care of when I go anyways, so I might as well stock up on the hoodies for now. Hey, it's cold in Michigan.
It's very true. Of course, we have that hoodie, and we have to make the Wet Nightmare.
Oh, Wet Nightmare hoodie. Yes.
Yeah.
We have to make that one. I am going to talk to our guy this week and see if he can't come up with some cool designs for us.
That would, yeah, we need to do that.
Because I know
To
people are
celebrate
like,
200.
if you make that, I will wear it. And I was like, cool, because I will too.
Yeah, we'll celebrate 200 and come out with a couple new things and merch, maybe.
That's awesome. Let's totally do it. I don't know if all of them we want to take from these clips, but
At least 2.
all right. So here's another one. This one is entitled "Polish Your Sword."
Mm.
I fucking died when he was like, "Oh, not getting the girl. I guess I'm gonna polish my sword." Like, yeah.
Sitting all alone out in the woods. What else are you gonna do?
Right. That's
Still funny.
literally the only thing to do.
He's all like
We live in
juiced
Michigan, we know
right
that.
now.
Yeah.
You
He's
know?
getting all hot and
Yeah.
bothered. He is all upset.
And then all of a sudden he goes, "Oh shit!"
Better ease off on polishing that sword, buddy. Getting all worked up.
Yeah, it's getting you all hot. So he puts it away, and then he starts feeling sad again.
As you do.
It was his protection, and now it's not anymore. Just got the blue balls.
That's some Freudian shit, JD. You
Yeah.
just went real deep.
And that's why they call them blue balls, because they're sad. Aw.
Oh.
Oh.
Fucking died when he was like,
Oh, it's going to start over. I don't know.
Oh,
I
it's a
just
loop.
realized that it jumped. Yeah. Oh, so that's where blue balls came from.
Yeah. That's the whole origin of that. I feel like a lot of men can can
Relate
to Richard when he puts his sword away and all of a sudden things get sad again. He never got fully polished, you know?
Can't be having a dirty sword.
No.
Ugh. That literally causes infection. So no matter which way you look at it.
Except I think the sword is clean. I think he just, you know.
Oh, yeah. A dude like Richard, you know, he takes care of his shit. So he's just out there polishing it for no reason because he's frustrated.
Yeah, angrily polishing. Angrily cranking on the sword, you know?
In the middle of the night, on watch, in the woods. So if anybody were to come across him, he'd be like, what the fuck is that guy doing? Is he? No. Is he? We gotta get closer.
I just think it's funny, too, because even if... I know he's actually polishing his sword, but if he was jerking off and he was doing it so angrily, and then all of a sudden he was like, oh, I need to calm down. Let me just put my dick away for a minute. Now I'm sad.
Aww.
You know, you get that, like, even if he had actually, like, you know, it's a post-cum clarity.
Yeah, post-nut clarity.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Very real.
Yeah. So, you know, he gets all angry, he finishes, and he's all like, oh, that was a bad idea.
Well, see, I always was laughing because, you know, he's polishing his sword too much. And then instead of, like, nutting, he cuts his hand. You know, it's like, I was polishing my sword and it went all over and I need help.
It went off in my hand.
Well, speaking of stuff going off in your hand, no, not that. Our next clip happened when a can exploded that I opened, and I think this one was not on air. I think this was something we had cut from the initial episode, and then we just found it while we were looking through old clips.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I even heard you replaying this before.
No?
I was trying to listen to other shit.
I think in this one, you actually warned me to come up with something or to not do the thing that I'm about to do.
Oh, weird.
Because that's never happened before.
Yeah, never.
So let's listen.
I feel like this can is pressurized, so hopefully...
Red flag.
Oh, yeah, it's going.
Oh, no.
Drink to survive.
You're not prepared for that. Oh.
We're going to have to wash this blanket here.
Considering how much you were like, this is pressurized,
I could feel it.
Plan for that at all.
Well, it's very good. I was able to drink quite a lot of it very quickly.
Strip it still. That reminds me, I don't know if it was in an episode or if we cut it, of the time that you got sprayed and it went all over your face.
Yes, it went all over myself. I think that was in one of the gag reels we did where I cracked the can, it like popped and then shot me right in the face.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, so that's what that's like.
Yeah.
I don't care for it.
No, especially when there's not a towel nearby. It's not nice. It's not great. But yeah, you
had
should
to make the run of shame to the bathroom.
You should definitely be aware. If a can feels like it's pressurized, probably is.
Well, and now look, now we have paper towel in the podcasting area, just in case that happens. Plus, there's like computers and microphones and stuff of all sorts of... I wasn't going to say that, but stuff that can be destroyed by liquid, so
yeah,
we are safer now.
I am a clumsy person.
Me too.
Plus, we got Puck, and Puck likes to be fun.
Yep, when he climbs up on your lap in the middle of recording and then just lays down with his legs splayed, like, love me.
Is that clip that you had earlier in here somewhere?
Of Puck doing what?
I don't think you saved it. I don't think you put it in here, but you were screaming. You just kept screaming his name. Puck. Oh, he had cobwebs all over him.
That's right. Yeah, we do have the cobweb clip. I don't think it's in this list of clips, but we do have it. Maybe we can find it and toss it up on Facebook or something.
That one was funny.
I wish we had the video because that was hilarious. Puck came out of somewhere in the basement just covered in cobwebs. And while we're recording and trying to not make it a huge deal that we're recording and also trying to chase the cat, we're like yelling at Puck, hey, come here. And he will not let us get anything off of his fur.
Yeah, no, he came up by me and then he was like, oh no, you're going to take my cobwebs away? Fuck you, bye.
These are me, I earned them. Well, the next clip we have here. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, so everybody knows that we've joked at length about Horny Terry. Terry's other side that comes out when he gets to a particularly juicy part of a chapter. And so we actually looked back and found the first time we ever called him out on being Horny Terry. When we were like, we don't know if this is okay to say or not. And then as it turns out, everybody loved it.
As it turns out, there's no way to read these books and not acknowledge that exists.
Oh, yeah, no, you have to.
Yeah.
There's going to be some sex stuff. There's going to be some violent stuff. And yes, we are going to laugh at all of it.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so this is the birth of Horny Terry.
But when I asked you why the fuck it mattered that they were handsome, your response was, because Terry's horny. And
That's right.
And I think you're right, because he does take every opportunity to let you know when somebody is handsome, or their dress is clinging to their curves, or Richard is sweaty and his shirt is just gripping onto his skin and he's... yeah, Terry's horny.
Richard.
Yes.
That answer wasn't for the podcast.
It is now.
And I'm not implying anything about Terry, but yeah, that was the thought. I'm like, man, these guys are just sexy as hell, and they're chasing our hero, who's sweat soaked and his clothes are clinging to his muscular body. And I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, definitely there is an undertone of like horniness.
I love how you have to stop and think about that and be like, what's a better word I could use?
Yeah, that was what I chose.
Nah, it's horniness. That's what it is. And Horny Terry was born.
I also feel like, now that I think about it, like, in general, it almost feels like Richard tends to sexualize, like, he sexualizes the women, don't get me wrong, but I feel like when he goes into depth about the men and how they look, that happens more often than the women. Like, he doesn't often go, she has giant tits, or...
Oh,
her booty was banging. I mean, I know that they wouldn't talk like that anyways.
Oh, please. Please let Zed talk like that.
But they don't, like, describe women's bodies in that way. But, like...
No.
Richard or Nathan or Ulick and Egan, like, they'll go into depth about how their muscles are tight and they have giant pecs and broad shoulders and, groin creases. Maybe not that far, but... You know what I mean? Like, they go into depth about the anatomy of the sexy men.
Yep.
And we get a general sense that a woman is hot, but we don't get, like, specifics about her. We're just like, she's hot. She has blonde hair and awesome lips. That's about it.
I think that's for two reasons. The first reason is that the men that are the good guys in this book series all have to stay at a certain level of moral. So your good guys can't be like, look at that ass. Not like that. They'd be like, I enjoy her company very, very much. Or I do like her form, but they won't come and like, look at those titties. And second, more females read fantasy than males. So,
okay.
So that's Terry just knowing his base and being like, yeah, but if Ulick and Egan are just ripped like firemen models, that people would be like, I like them.
Okay, yeah, that's probably a better explanation. I was thinking maybe Terry was just like exploring his like not saying anything, but maybe he was a little bi and he didn't
just a little bit,
just in his books, like he was just like the male physique is nice. I could talk about it in the safe place of my books.
I think for a guy who has a fair respect for carving and statues and stuff like that, he can look at a male form and be like, all right, That's a good looking dude.
Also, maybe not fully like wanting to dip a toe, but at the very least being like, I can respect a sexy ass
more
man.
Than that. All right, so this next clip occurred when Jade did something that I didn't expect her to do at all whatsoever. And you actually hear her say that she did it twice. And she did. When this happened, she did this thing and I saw her do it and I was like, that is bizarre. And then she did it again and I just lost my mind. It was the funniest thing ever. All right, I don't want to, I'm not going to bury the lead anymore. Yeah. Here, I just got to play this. Here, enjoy me losing my brain.
You did that with your toe.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't hit me twice, just like that.
I didn't do anything.
Yes, you did.
Just being me.
You just clicked the note with your toe.
I'm sorry. The bending.
I wasn't ready for it. Oh, God damn it.
You're a little drunk.
I am not going to survive this. Oh, God. No surprise.
I just couldn't believe you did it.
I didn't expect you to freak out on that one.
I'd never seen you do it. You're just casual.
It wasn't the first time. Yeah. Yeah, because our laptops sit, like, typically in front of us on this little table thing, and I can, either bend down and click the note, or use my mouse, which I lost. So I can't use my mouse. Or I could reach my foot forward and do a little tippy tap with my big toe. As long as the mouse is on the top note, if you just click it, it'll go to the next one.
Yeah, it doesn't have to move, right? So you can just reach over and boop.
Yeah, as long as I can as long as I don't move it, I can just tap it. And especially if I've had a few drinks, it's way easier than moving my ass around.
Puck is sitting on your lap and you can't move.
Exactly. But my microphone is in front of me, so I have to essentially go around the mic to click a button. And
yeah. A lot of people haven't seen our actual podcast setup. We sit on a couch in front of a coffee table with a TV against the far wall, and we each have our computers and our phones, and we can cast to the TV whatever we need to both see, so we can all be aware of what's going on. But so that table is right now a solid 2.5 feet in front of Jade and me. So I've got a table to my left, and she just has the ledge of the couch. So in order for her to do anything, she has to reach forward.
Yeah.
And I guess that day she just got sick of it.
Yeah. Well, you can kind of hear in my voice, I think we'd had a little bit to drink. I'm like, man, I just want to bend over.
Hey, at work we say, work smarter, not harder.
That's right.
You didn't do a bad thing. It was totally unexpected, and I was just like, how?
It's just funny that you were so shocked because you used to talk to me about your friend, James.
Yeah.
Who hasn't been on this podcast. He was on our other one. And he used to play video games with his feet.
Yes. So we used to play this game called Ace Combat. And, we played all of them. There were several called this. But we would go into his room late at night and, have a smoke, have a drink, sit down, turn all the lights off, get our gamer chairs and our headphones and sit in front of the screen. And then we would play this, what's it called? Flight simulator. That's what it is. But there's war games and dogfights and you can do all this crazy shit. So we'd play for hours and hours and hours and hours. And we got really good at this game. And James was always called Monkey. At least for a while, because he had these really long toes. And so one night, he's just like, you know what? I know the controls well enough. I'll bet I could do this with my feet.
So weird.
It was weird. And then he fucking did it. And I was like, what are you doing?
See, probably even more shocked than what I did. But that's what I'm saying. I couldn't believe that you were that. I think that's why I was so gobsmacked that you were so shocked. Because I was like, I just clicked a goddamn button. I wasn't fucking using a joystick with my toe.
Sometimes I'm a little distracted because, we're talking about the chapter and we have the notes for the chapter up on the screen, but I'm also paying attention to the time so we can get our breaks right. thinking about like the ads and stuff like that, what we're going to talk about next, or how maybe we can get into the next note. And so my mind is perpetually busy while we're doing this. And then you just reached over with your foot, and that whole process just had to stop because I was like, what in the fuck is she doing? But you had it handled. You know what? You had it handled.
Yeah. So you have to look forward to the rest of our lives. I'm going to keep surprising you by doing weird shit like that.
That's perfectly fine with me. But that's also why I have to be quick on the record button. Because sometimes you guys do stuff, and I want to make sure that we have that on record so I can laugh at it later. Forever. Just like this clip where I finally catch Aaron singing. This is the first time.
Look at the segue there.
I know.
Beautiful.
I'm a professional. I'm a professional amateur. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so here's Aaron singing.
My body's telling me, yeah. You just hit record, didn't you?
But my body.
No, he didn't.
Yep.
Keep going.
Fuck. I don't know why I do this.
Guess you weren't paying attention, bud.
I'm so glad that I did.
Tearing up.
You had to look like the guy that was like, it's go son. Like you looked and I saw you look at Jade with that exact same look.
He's doing it. We got him singing. We did it.
He has no idea.
And of all songs, that one.
I think that's what that look is. I know something that you don't know.
Yeah. Some people don't know what's happening now.
Oh, man. I like that one so much. I wish I had gotten him singing more of that song, but the second he saw that I had clicked the button, he stopped because he was like, oh, no.
See, and that's the thing. You are quick on the button sometimes, but we all know, like, your mannerisms now when you click the button. So I think it's hard for you to click the button covertly.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have the mouse right next to me most of the time, so I can kind of like click and drag, but then once it's going, I have this habit, because we're doing a podcast, that then I have to start leaning into the mic to talk. The cat. Fuck, what are you doing?
He literally just grabbed that mic from you.
That's my mic. You can't have it.
He's licking
pulling it with his mouth away. No, hey.
He's like, I think you guys need to be done right now. I'm bored.
Y'all are doing a gag reel, right? Here, let me help. He doesn't need any permission to be on this podcast.
Well, see, okay, so as far as the music, like singing goes, the problem for Nate with me is that I could see his computer screen.
Yeah, I can't hide it from Jade.
So, like, but I mean, he's caught me a few times because I'll be like bored.
When you're really into it and not paying attention.
Yeah. The problem is I have ADD, so a lot of times when Nate will be like, I'm being serious and getting things ready to go, and he, like, I can't help him because it's a one-person job, kind of. I get bored, and then I start to, like, either go on my phone, or I try not to do that, because that makes Nate feel like I'm not involved sometimes, which, to be fair, I'm not, because I'm on my phone. But so instead,
I'll do it.
I'll just start like fucking around and singing, and that's when he tries to catch me. He's got it a few times, but not
I throw the trap.
Yeah, not too many. You haven't gotten like a full verse, I don't think, out of me yet.
Well, 200 episodes down and many, many more episodes to go. So don't be tripping, JD. I know, now he's tucked up into a coat. He's hiding. He's waiting for us to stop paying attention so he can come attack the microphone again. Or the guitar, whichever one. All right, so this next clip is just Jade missing a word. And for whatever reason, she only got about half of it out. And I just key into it. And I think it's the funniest thing on the planet.
Which has happened more than once. I'm surprised this is the first time, or like the only one that we had saved like this, because I know that I've done this before.
There are many of these, yeah.
They have to get like special permit.
And it's over.
Permission. I got permission, motherfucker.
You gotta get it under control, because I'm gonna repeat it. See, this is me trying to be professional. Get it under control, Nate.
I got permission.
that sounded drunk.
Yeah, it did. Get it under control, Nathan.
It's not funny. It's not even funny. Okay.
You got it?
No. Go for it.
Because they need, like, a special Because that's all you can hear then after that, right? Yeah.
It's just us dying and trying to maintain. Hold it together.
Fuck, that's stupid. I can't even see.
Tears in my eyes, nose filling up with boogers, just, it's so funny.
See, I think that's a good one, because normally I'm the one that does the, like, cracks my funny, what's it called? I don't know. There's a fucking term.
Puns?
No, I popped my funny switch or something.
Jerry?
You know? I don't know. Funny circuit broken? I don't know. See, I'm breaking now. Anyways. My point is, usually it's me who loses my shit and can't get it back together. I'm just laughing, and you all
just
have
got an email about that, too, that's somebody's favorite part of the show, when Jade loses her mind.
Yeah, and I mean, that happens pretty consistently, that I do that, and you all have to wait for me to get my shit back together so that you can continue to record, because I can't. But so that was a special moment, because Nate actually did it. Nate fucked everything up for once.
I did. I fucked it all up.
With your laughter, which is a good fuck up. It's the best kind of fuck up.
That's right. Well, here's a bit of another fuck up.
Also my fault.
This one started with you. But this one was just so funny. We both cracked up when we heard it today, and we're like, this one is obviously going in, because it is just priceless.
Yeah. It takes the compassion of a woman to be able to handle the power and stay free. What? It takes the compassion of a woman to handle the power and stay
close. The mouth of a man.
You wanna do something with the mouth of you?
Easy, man? We're on air.
Okay.
I love how I tried so much to be a smartass. Stop.
Fuck.
I just broke the podcast rule too. See what happens when we try a live-ish episode? But I was trying so hard to be a smartass there and get one over on you. And then you turned it around by being like, yeah, sexual favors? And I shut right down. Like, I don't want to talk about that on the podcast.
One way to for sure make Nate uncomfortable is to start throwing sexual innuendos at him.
Look, I am a very affectionate man. I have emotions and stuff. Fuck is coming after my mic again. But in public, it's not like a moral thing. I don't give a shit. But like, I like, what are you doing? He's taking it again. Knock it off. He's like, that's not going to stop me, Dad.
No.
But yeah, so then you said that, and my brain totally just shut down. I have to battle the cat for the microphone now.
For whatever reason, it just, no matter how long we've been together, the shit that comes out of my mouth sometimes I feel like just shocks you. And I don't know why.
That is the truth.
You'll just be like, I didn't expect you to say that, and now I'm embarrassed and I don't know what to say back to you. And I love it. It makes me very happy.
Well, I hold you at a very high standard. You know? Like that song, She's So High Above Me. And then you say some shit that's like right on my base level. And I'm just like, you are the one for me. You are. I just love it.
You went farther than I would.
Yeah. Here. turn off these microphones and hear some of the shit I'd say, but I don't know.
Not in front of people, goddamn.
All right, and this, being our final clip, is called Horny Town. I'm just going to let that sit out there.
It's a good one. He pulls her into the opening. The walls are wet and slick, and the tightness of the space makes his heart go into his throat. Right? Right?
Come on.
In the middle of this intense scene, it was all like, hey, Horny Town, how you doing?
I think he writes each of these chapters alone, by himself. Well, by himself would be alone in the latest parts of the night.
Wow.
Like, all right, I'm going to get into my fantasy world. And about halfway through each of these chapters, this was a little closer to the end, he starts feeling the call and just got to come out somewhere.
Come out.
Hopefully not on his keyboard.
I mean, look, you have these things capitalized. Wet, slick, and tightness.
An opening.
And opening. I rest my case.
And then it says he doesn't like tight places. Like, he was a little ashamed about how much he liked it.
You know what you wrote.
He knows what he wrote.
He knows he likes tight places. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. Terry, in all these, like, scary moments, likes to use certain word choices to get you, like, get your whole body confused. He's like, you're scared, but you're also a little horny right now, aren't you?
A little
you
turned
don't
on,
know.
a little freaked out.
You don't know why. You don't
Not
know
sure
why
what's gonna
you're
happen.
horny.
Oh, but something needs to happen.
You're gonna read the next chapter, or maybe you're gonna masturbate and then read the next chapter. You don't know.
You don't want to go sticking pages together. Wash the mans.
Yeah. I mean, you walk away for a second, then you come back. I mean, unless you have other copies of the book, I guess. Anyways.
This is my clean copy. This is the one that stays up on my shelf.
Yeah.
This is the one that I keep under my pillow.
Yeah. Also, again, why you should keep towels by your bed. This is another... Just, there should be a pile of special towels. Always. That's your tip from Jade.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Hell of a tip.
I think the scotch is helping me to
in full effect now.
Yeah, to be saying all the things I'm saying right now.
And we're not even like drowning this stuff. We have nice, respectable Glenfiddich glasses of the appropriate size and fill. It's just really good scotch.
I'm just enjoying myself. We've done this 200 fucking times. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy to think. And I mean, we've got some more because of Patreon and all that, but just that we've come down here 200 times and been like, all right, let's do another one. We've had so many episodes that have been perfect and so many episodes that have been stressful as hell to get out, and just the whole ride, and 200. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know if this says something really bad about me as a person or not, but I'm going to put it out there for all of you. This is the longest I think that I've ever, like, stuck with something. Like, okay, as far as I've started drawings, I've abandoned them. I finished them, okay? I finished some drawings. I just finished another one. I'm excited about that. But 200 episodes is as longest that I've, like, that's a long fucking time.
Yeah.
Not saying that I didn't expect us to get here, but I feel like part of me, just knowing myself and my lack of follow through on a lot of shit,
it happens.
Didn't foresee us being able to keep it up the way we have, and we have, and I'm proud of it.
Hey, there have been moments where we've sat down and been like, okay, realistically, let's think about this. Logically, we've got this thing that we want to do, but if we're just not able to do it, if we can't figure out a way to make it work, then we're going to have to, consider stopping. And that's sad. But then we've also gotten tons and tons of emails of people who are just like, hey, I just found your podcast, and it's fucking great. Please keep going.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing is that both of us, anytime that it's ever come up, like, maybe we could not do it again, right? It's always been like a softball option, and the other person's like, well, I don't want that. And then the other person's like, well, I don't either. And so we figured out, like,
make it happen.
It's never actually been like a real, tangible, maybe we're going to quit, which is, I think,
right,
pretty awesome for two amateur people who are in a relationship also with children and lives to have gotten this far and not been like, okay, maybe we want to quit. Because bullshit happens.
Oh, yeah.
We come down here some days when we are having personal issues and but this podcast actually, I think, helps us too as a couple, because sometimes I don't want to talk to Nate because we're fighting. But we have to put a podcast out. And we don't want to be fake on here. So typically, if we're having a really bad time, obviously, we don't record. But a lot of times, we will come down and be like, okay, well, we have to do this. Let's put on a happy face. And somewhere in the first couple minutes, some type of magic just happens. And we start to enjoy each other's company again. And whatever issue we had, we'll usually end up halfway through or at the end being like, hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
we're
whenever we
now,
stop
right?
for the beer break, we'll be like, "Hey, I'm sorry about that shit earlier. It's not important anymore. Let's just enjoy this and do the thing we came here to do."
And then we're great. And not that we don't talk about our issues. I don't want that to be the takeaway. We do.
We podcast and drink instead of addressing any of our issues.
We do, but this podcast helps us kind of reset and realize that whatever bullshit we're going through, we do enjoy each other's company, and we enjoy doing this with you guys, and I don't know. It's just a special thing. And you guys are all part of it with us. I don't know. I'm rambling a little bit.
No, that's perfectly fine. That would be the scotch.
Yeah. I'm getting hot. I gotta take off my sweater.
Oh, so yeah, I think another thing that kind of shocked me when we reached episode 200, I decided to count up all the chapters that are in the Sword of Truth series, which is everything from Magdaciris to Confessor. No, what am I talking about? The last one in the Sword of Truth series.
I don't know, but I know that when you told me the amount and how long this podcast is going to last.
Warheart.
I was surprised.
Yeah, so I counted up all of the chapters, and I clicked off of my actual count here, but each of the books has between 50 and 100 chapters in it. And so when you add them all up, assuming that we're going to continue doing one episode a week, this podcast is going to be just shy of around 1,000 episodes and will last until, drumroll please, 2037.
Oh, yeah. That makes me feel old. But on one hand, I'm like, okay, we're already 200 through, right? So that's like, we have 900 left.
Roughly, we are roughly a fifth of the way through the Sword of Truth series.
Whatever. We have, math is hard. We have a chunk left, but we gotten a good chunk through. The other part of me is like, any short chapters we need to combine, and we need to start doing 2 episodes a week.
Yeah.
Because holy shit, that's going to take a long time. And me and Nate have other ideas, too, that we want to, podcast about, too. So, not that I want to shorten this one. We might take a little break at some point, just to get some other ideas out, but we want this episode, or, this series to be our focus for a while, because it is our, I don't want to say
it's
bread
our
and butter.
Baby.
Yeah, baby is a better word.
This is we did the Harry Potter one to get us going and to try and figure out how all the podcasting stuff works. And that one we decidedly put on the side burner for a little while, but then we got into this book series because this is where our interest was, and we want to do this damn thing.
Do the damn thing.
We don't want to let it go. This book is great, and all the people that we've met so far have been amazing, and I don't see us stopping anytime soon.
Me either. I will say, again, I already said this earlier in the episode, but if you have any moments that you remember, please let us know. I really think that I want to put together either another one of these episodes and or a trailer so that we can start to try it, because we've never advertised.
Yeah, we throw a couple links up on the Facebook page, and that's about it. People who want to find the show, find the show.
And I'm fine with that, honestly, but I think it would be nice to put together a little fun trailer of all of our best moments. So I'm going to try and gather some more of those, including these moments or whatever. So if you have any that you want, you should let us know at Podcast ATT or any of our socials. You know, our meads, our social meads at Podcast ATT. And our email is podcastatt@gmail.com. I know I'm being up and down. I'm staring at Nate for confirmation for everything that I'm saying right now.
Yeah, you're doing the thing good.
Because I know, like, I'm trying to close up the episode, but my brain is kind of blanking every time I stop talking.
It's not so easy, is it?
I'm aware. It's the scotch. I'm blaming scotch.
It is definitely the scotch. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. 200 episodes, and we are nowhere near done. So you guys keep it locked in right here for more episodes every week of your favorite book series, and we will see you real soon.
Bye.